Hi everyone, I'm Barry Stagner and this is his channel Newsbreak. Lebanon's defense minister said the country was in a, quote, very dangerous situation, end quote, and compared street unrest of recent days to the start of the civil war that lasted from 1975 to 1990. 1 month after the start of nationwide protests, Lebanon is in serious political and economic trouble with no indication of its leaders agreeing on a new government to replace the outgoing cabinet of Saad al-Hariri, who quit as premier on October 29th. Despite the magnitude of the economic crisis, the biggest since the war, leaders have not been able to agree on a new cabinet or to tackle the grievances of demonstrators who say they have ruined Lebanon through corruption and sectarian cronyism. Though the protests have been overwhelmingly peaceful, a protester was shot dead south of Beirut just last Tuesday. Defense Minister Elias Bou Saab, a political ally of President Michel Aoun, said tensions on the street and road closures have reminded us of what the Civil War was like when it happened back in 1975, and the situation is therefore very dangerous. He was referring to incidents including an attempt by protesters to build walls on the main coastal highway. Bou Saab told reporters the protesters' democratic movement was not to blame, and demonstrators had a right to protest and to be protected. But he added that the army and security services could not accept any person thinking of taking violent actions. Aoun said he hoped the government could be formed in the coming days, aiming to meet the demand of the protesters. But much of the country remained at a standstill, and traders said they could not pay for imports of necessities. Schools and banks and many shops were closed for the third straight day. Some major routes around the capital that had been barricaded by anti-government protesters were unblocked by authorities, but the political mood remained brittle. Saudi authorities have distanced themselves from an official video that sparked controversy after it branded feminism, homosexuality, and atheism as extremist ideas. Saudi Arabia's state security agency posted the animated video on Twitter last weekend at a time when de facto ruler Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman is seeking to open up the austere kingdom to foreign tourists and overhaul its ultra-conservative image. The tweet has since been taken down. The security agency said the video contained many mistakes and suggested that those behind it would face a formal investigation, according to a statement posted late on Tuesday by the official Saudi press agency. It also rejected a report in Al Watan, a local daily paper, that said feminists will be jailed and subject to flogging. In a separate statement, the kingdom's Human Rights Commission stressed feminism is not criminalized and it accords the utmost importance to women's rights. The two statements made no mention of homosexuality or atheism, which are both illegal and punishable by death in the Saudi kingdom. Saudi Arabia has a long faced international criticism over its treatment of women, yet MBS, or Mohammed bin Salman, has sought to ease restrictions on women with multiple reforms, including a historic decree that ended a decades-old ban on female motorists. In August, Saudi Arabia also allowed women to obtain passports without seeking the approval of their, quote, guardians, that being a father, husband, or other male relative. The move, part of MBS' plan to revamp the national image, ended a long-standing rule that prompted attempts by women to flee the kingdom. But observers say loopholes still allow male relatives to curtail the movements of the women in their lives. Well, once again, we know Saudi Arabia is going to play a significant role in the protest of the invasion of Israel in coming days, this giving us today's reminder to keep looking up.